in from Orlando. Just leaving Orlando, heading up to Charlotte. It's 4 a.m. Got about 540 miles to go. Got 4,000 pounds back there. Pays $260 a mile. So I should get close to about 10 miles per gallon with that light load. Really burn much fuel. Maybe 100 gallons total on the whole trip, up and back. About to head through downtown Orlando right now.
Speed limit reduced ahead. Speed warning.
Purple Mountain. Up there with your blinker.
Right curve ahead.
Well, the football season starts tomorrow. I mean, technically it started Thursday, but
Continue on I-4.
hopefully the Vikings can do what I think they're going to do this year. I really think they're going to be pretty damn good.
Continue on I-4.
The offense is no question that's going to be good. It's going to come down to if the defense can step up and handle business. If the defense can just be an average defense with the offense they have, they're definitely a contender. They're definitely a playoff team, no question. Definitely going to win that division, no question. And, sky's the limit. Possible Super Bowl, who knows? Be nice to finally get one. It's weird having a favorite football team that's never won a Super Bowl. And my favorite baseball team has got more championships than any sports team in the whole world. There's no reason the Vikings can't be a Super Bowl team. They got one of the best running backs in the game, one of the best wide receivers, two of the best receivers. You know, probably both of them are top 10 receivers in the game. They got a quarterback who's a top 8 quarterback in the league and has been for the last 7 years. You know, for some reason, people think Kirk Cousins ain't no good, and I don't see that live. He throws up over 4,000 yards every season, over 35 touchdowns every season, and has less than 15 interceptions every season. He's one of the top. He's definitely one of the top 8, depending on the year. I mean, he was top. He was the number 3 quarterback the year before last. I think he was like number 5 last year. They definitely have more talent all around on their team than the Packers do. So I don't see why they wouldn't win that division. I guess time will tell. We'll see. Plus, they got new coaching this year, which is going to be a plus. So I think that was half the battle. I think we had Super Bowl teams over the last few years, but bad coaching cost us a lot of games. Fantasy football should be pretty easy this year. The league I'm in has a handful of guys that have no clue what they're doing. And we got guys drafting kickers in the 3rd round and quarterbacks in the 1st round. Everyone knows you got to stack up on running backs in fantasy the first 3 rounds. Because there's only so many decent running backs. And once you get your running backs, then you nail your wide receivers. And once you get down into your 2nd tier wide receivers, that's when you can deviate, you know, in that later round and pick up a tight end or a quarterback that's one of the top ranked guys. You definitely pick up your kicker and your defense in the last 2 rounds. And you only pick up 1. You don't get 2 defenses, 2 kickers. There's only 12 guys in the fantasy league, right? There's 36 football teams. So there's going to be plenty of defenses and kickers that you can pick up at any time. So you don't need 2 on your roster. And for the most part, you can get away with doing that with quarterback too. You can take 1 quarterback, free up your bench for extra receivers and running backs. And when your quarterback has his bye week, well, you go on there and see what you can get for one of the other quarterbacks that's available. Pick him up for that week. You know, he might not put up the points you're good quarterback does, but it's just 1 week. Either way, it's still fun. It's fun to bullshit and talk shit and all that on everybody. If it wasn't competitive and there was no shit talking, fantasy football would be pretty much useless. Another good thing about fantasy football is it makes you more of a football fan than just a certain team fan. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, I used to just watch. Unfortunately, I used to be a Packers fan because I was a Brett Favre fan. So I used to just watch the Packer game. I didn't really care about any other team. Fantasy football, I have players on all the different teams. So pretty much every game I want to watch it to see how that guy does. So it makes you more of a football fan in general, which is cool. And I had to draft 11th this year, which isn't that bad, considering actually the 11th position pick in a 12-man team roster is actually wins more championships than any other pick position, which you wouldn't think, being late first round, you're missing out on the top guys, but. Happy with my team. A lot of guys are trading already before the week even starts, which I don't get. You just drafted the team. You should be happy with them. Why are you trying to get rid of guys you just literally drafted? If you didn't want them, why'd you draft them? I can see a few weeks in when you see how players are doing. Got one guy in my league, his best two players are Kelsey at tight end and Tom Brady at quarterback, and he's trying to trade away Kelsey because he wants to get a better running back and wide receiver. So I can see it, but I don't know. If I had Kelsey, I would not trade him for nothing. There's no way. Unless I'm getting a top 5 running back and wide receiver out of it, there's no way I'd do it. Because basically the numbers Kelsey puts up, he is a wide receiver. So. Not to mention, there's so many wide receivers in the free agency that you can. Not that I agree with the projections each week because they are pretty shitty, but you can basically go week to week in the free agency, see what receivers available that's projected to put up the most amount of points, and grab that guy for that week. Use him. Same thing the next week. Get rid of him, find the next guy that's projected to score the most points. And you can have a pretty decent receiver by doing that all year. Is the projections always right? No. Sometimes they are. Sometimes they are. Sometimes they're not. But if you do that all year, you'll come out ahead. I mean, I've been doing fantasy football for 7 years, and I've won my league that I was in every single year for the 7 years. So, not that I'm bragging or whatever, but I kind of know what I'm doing. I guess I'll end this here. I'll catch up with you guys when I get up in Charlotte. Have a good one.